My former boss, Nelson Mandela, after 27 years in prison, emerged not to say that we are all free, but instead to say our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinian people. The Palestinian people and many Palestinian organizations were comrades of the ANC and other liberation movements in the struggle to end apartheid in South Africa. But what we have seen in Israel over the past few years, and more intensively over the past few days, is a degree of racism, a degree of brutality and inhumanity that I believe surpasses what the South African apartheid state did to the vast majority of our citizens. It is tragic for me as a Jew, the son of a Holocaust survivor who lost 39 members of her family in Auschwitz and Theresienstadt. As a South African who has seen at first hand, albeit from a position of privilege bestowed on me only by the virtue of the accident of the color of my skin at birth, I have seen the consequences of racism and of apartheid. Israel is a racist and apartheid state. Our governments in the United Kingdom, in the United States of America, across Europe, have to immediately embargo any form of arms sales, of military cooperation with the state of Israel. The lives of innocent, ordinary Palestinian people depend on it. And every minute that we don't do that is going to result in further death, further destruction, and further immiseration. The parallels, I think, have gone beyond what we experienced in South Africa. This is the South Africa of the 1960s, where unarmed women protesting against having to carry identification books were mowed down by apartheid policemen. This is actually killing women, children, and other innocent civilians in their homes, in their streets, randomly and wantonly. For all of us who regard ourselves as anti-racists, for all of us who reject the abuse of human rights, for all of us who defend the right to life of every human being, we have to stand up and take a stand against what the Israeli government is doing today and what the Israeli government has been doing since 1967 at least, and even before that. For, as my esteemed friend and Nobel Peace Laureate Archbishop Desmond Tutu said, if you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor.